So it is 5 p.m. on a Saturday, and this morning I started Come Tell Me How You Live by Agatha Christie, which is what I've been listening to. I'm not a massive fan of the narrator, I'm not gonna lie, but it's been really interesting so far. Let's just take this off. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's basically Agatha Christie's stories when she was working on the digs with her husband, her second husband Max. I keep saying Malawan, but the narrator said Malawan, so maybe that's how you say their name. Last night I did finish Allegiant, which is the third and final book in the Divergent trilogy, which I'm sure you all know. I read it for the first time and I was not expecting that ending. I was told that I wouldn't predict the ending. I didn't. I don't think it was a massive disappointment, but I'll talk about it more in my wrap up because I don't want to go on about it now. But it does mean that after finishing that I have this, Felix Ever After and Giovanna Fletcher's book, and then The Master and Margarita left on my TBR for March, April even. So today I had no plans, it's 5 p.m. and I was like, you know what, it's gonna be such a productive day. We're gonna do laundry, we're gonna tidy your room, my room, and we're gonna get through all of this today. I have not done that and I haven't done anything really. Oh, I've got some like Egypt slideshow screensaver stuff on the TV because she's at these digs. It's not in Egypt, they're in like Syria, but I did try searching like Syrian screensavers and it was just easier to pick Egypt for like archaeological digs. I just wanted something that fit the vibe. So yes, this is Agatha Christie's like diary. She's kind of writing like memoirs of her time throughout these digs. So I am really enjoying this, but I've been listening to it with my headphones on just because I feel like I find it easier to concentrate on audiobooks when I have headphones in, but they're beginning to hurt my ears because I've just sat down and read a fair bit. So I'm going to sit and edit a video for tomorrow and probably watch some booktube now, but I thought I would just kick off this vlog because I've read like 3 books since finishing my last vlog, so I feel like it's about time that I start a new one. I'm feeling so excited to read books this month, even though I've got like 3 books on my official like TBR from my TBR jar game. I keep looking at my all I really want to read is a thriller right now. So I keep looking at them and seeing what I want to pick up next. I've reserved Girl A, which is I guess not like your typical thriller, on Libby because my friend actually bought it yesterday. And he's not a reader at all, but he bought it and I was like, now you're making me want to read it, so I've reserved the audiobook. But I just want like a fun thriller, but like a fast, easy thriller, if you know what I mean. That's what I'm kind of craving at the minute. But I'm going to sit and edit now, and I'll catch up with you later. I'm going to try a new editing style for this wrap up that I've filmed, and we'll see. It's going to take a lot more effort, which is fine. I don't mind putting in more effort, but we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, I'll leave you there. And I'll catch up with you later and hopefully I've read a bit more of this. There's quite a few pictures throughout, so I'm really enjoying that aspect, so hopefully I'll get through it quite quickly. I was going to come out and like tell you about what I'm going to cook for dinner, say that I was going to have a little dance party with my headphones on, and I just looked at my rabbit's cage, right? I don't know if you can even tell, but it is wonky, it's like that. So I have no idea in this last like hour or so that I've left him in there. I have no idea what he's been doing. But for dinner, I'm going to cook myself what I had like in my final year of uni, like every day. I'm just feeling something easy. I'm going to do toast with fried egg and beans and grated cheese, just stacked all on top of each other. I used to have that like daily and I haven't had it for a very long time. I haven't read any more of Come Tell Me How You Live. I am really enjoying it though, and I can't wait to pick it up again. However, I'm going to just put some music on because I'm in the mood for like a little dance, get moving, because I've been sat around pretty much all day. I did edit my video and that's just exporting now, ready for tomorrow, and I'm quite happy with it I think, and it didn't take as much effort as I thought it would, like with the new style. So I think I'll do it more often. But music, let's have a dance party. Hello, so it is now Sunday afternoon. Today, what have I done? I have just finished Come Tell Me How You Live by Agatha Christie. I have just watched Becca's sprints, as you can, is that them there? Yeah, literally just there. All day, from start to finish, I was watching them, and I finished Come Tell Me How You Live in that final sprint. And I also, in the first one, filmed my March book haul video. So I'm going to edit that probably this evening, ready for Wednesday. But as I finished the book, I thought I would come in and update you. This was really fun and really interesting. So this, as I probably have mentioned, it's a memoir. And it was kind of just like diary entries. It wasn't even like looking back at her time. It was what she was writing then. And like the conversation she was having just made me laugh. And some of the like incidents they were having. Obviously they're like in the middle of nowhere doing these digs and just talking about like the sanitary products, not products, what's the word I'm looking for? But she was saying like how she has her lavatory seat. She used to have her like comfy toilet seat. And then one chapter just started off like, today is constipation day, and just talking about that. And there's loads of pictures throughout. I don't know if you're going to see any. There we go. But there were just, yeah, loads of pictures throughout of the dig, of the people that she met, like the locals, the team that was like, you know, helping them, like her driver that they went back to. They had their own house out there, which was really interesting. And you can see the pictures of it being built. So I'm so glad I did pick this up. The audiobook narrator did irk me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. She was just very dramatic. She was reading it as though she was like a children's TV show presenter. But then at the end of the day, some of the things that she was saying, like Agatha Christie loves an exclamation mark, like when she's talking about things. I did tab up some of my like favourite moments or things that just made me laugh. Or like sweet moments. Just her talking about how, like this page, she's going on about how like this mouse came in like throughout the night, kept scaring her, and then the next page she was talking about how they got this cat in and the cat was there for 5 days and they've never seen a mouse since. Like this made me laugh. There's pictures, but their car got stuck in like the river, and it was just like so interesting to read back and think, while she was writing these like 80 odd novels, she was also doing these big gigs. She barely talks about her writing in this at all. I think there's one scene that is mentioned where this guy comes into her room to keep her company. He just wants to do his own work in the same room. And she said something that I can't remember if I've tabbed it or not. I'll see if I can find it. Here we go. I knew I had tabbed it. So she said, where her friend says, I might bring the labels and objects in here. I shouldn't be disturbing you, should I? And she says, I have to be firm. I explain clearly that it is quite impossible for me to get on with my dead body if a live body is moving, breathing, and in all probability talking in the near vicinity. And so she obviously liked her peace and quiet while writing, but that's the only time it was really mentioned in this book. It was all purely about her experiences on the digs. It was really interesting. I had a great time reading this. And especially like the pictures really did add to it, like seeing the digs, seeing the discoveries, and just seeing the locals. It was just so nice. And at times it didn't necessarily feel like a memoir, it kind of felt like a story, but then like the pictures really brought you back. And there's a little epilogue at the back where she kind of reflects, because the last dig that's talked about in this book was just before the Second World War, and the little epilogue is just her reflection during the Second World War. And it was really nice, and like the last kind of paragraph, she was just talking about what she remembers, and then she says the final line is like, I'm thinking, I say to Max, that it was a very happy way to live. And it's so nice that her second husband, like she was able to have such a better experience within the marriage and had such an incredible life with her second husband. And it was just so nice to see her talk about Max and their little banter that she was writing about, and just like the funny things that happened while they were there. It was just interesting, and I'm so glad I did pick it up. I don't know what I'm going to read up next. I have 3 books left on my official TBR already, and it's only the 7th. I've done 3 already, plus Take Me Home Tonight. I don't know what I'm going to pick. Maybe I'll pick something different from my TBR. I don't really know. There are a couple, but I really want to read the 3rd U book, but I'm currently being blocked by Everand for using it too much. So a bit rude. So if I wasn't currently blocked, I've got a week left, 7 days left until I'm unblocked on Everand. But if I wasn't, I would pick up the 3rd U book because I really like listening to them as an audiobook. I also have the audiobook saved. Well, I didn't actually save it, but I know on Scribd or Everand you can get the audiobook for Felix Ever After, so I can't read that because I want to listen to that as well. So I guess it's between The Master and Margarita, which I think might put me in a slump if I read it now after reading this. So it leaves the only official book on my TBR as You're the One That I Want by Giovanna Fletcher, which is fine. Like, that'd be a bit of a break from what I've been reading recently, I guess. I also earlier did like a binge reservation session from my library apps, both Libby and BorrowBox. And I didn't really think about when things would come in, but I was like, yeah, I want to read that right now. Like, I've reserved everything I'm in the mood for. And they're all kind of going to come in at the same time at the end of the month, which I didn't really think about, but I'm so excited to read so many books on my TBR, and Scribd Everand isn't doing me any favours at the minute, so we'll see. Plus my Audible, well, I say my Audible credit doesn't come in. I think I have 5 credits to use, so I could just use an Audible credit for a book. But if it's on Everand, then I don't want to waste an Audible credit on a book, an audiobook that I have access to elsewhere. Anyway, I'm going to pop this back on my Agatha Christie shelf down the bottom with my non-fiction books, and I'll give you an update later on probably. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Me and my friend were talking and we've got some more prompt ideas for my TBR jar, so I might add them in, edit, and that's it really. I guess I'll catch up with you later. Oh, my video is about to go up in about 2 minutes, so I'll check that goes up okay, and then I'll figure something out. I'm just rambling at this point, so I apologise. I also need to tidy my room. I'll catch up with you later. Hello, it is now Monday evening. I've literally just shut the curtains because it's like a weird time of like, is it dark enough to shut the curtains, put the light on, but is it like light enough that you can still have natural light? I don't know, I'm at that weird stage, so I've just shut the curtains because I really hate having the light on with the curtains open. I don't know if that's just me, but I just hate it. Anywho, as you can see, I am watching the live stream from NASA about the total eclipse that America are having and like Mexico are having today, and I am a bit of a science nerd, not gonna lie. No, I'm not a science nerd, I'm really not good at science, but I'm a space enthusiast, I guess. I don't know, I don't really know much, but I find it fascinating and really interesting. So they're live streaming, so I thought I'd watch it because I've never experienced a total eclipse before. So also, if you can hear noise, can you see somewhere there, that white thing that's moving? My bunny's hopping around. Chloe is doing sprints in about 10 minutes, so I'm gonna have that on my laptop while the total eclipse happens, or like hits Mexico for the first time. But I do want to pick up tonight You're the One That I Want by Giovanna Fletcher. I watched Rachel's like quarterly stats to wrap up video today, and she mentions how because of me she now wants to reread Giovanna Fletcher because I talked to her about this book. So that is my goal tonight, to actually start this. I don't know how far I'll get into this because in the sprints I'm going to cook. I need to sort my laundry out because I think the washing machine's just finished, so I need to hang up my laundry, and yeah, just have a chill evening. I'm no longer in the office tomorrow. They've moved my office date to Thursday. So at Niagara Falls now. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to put Chloe on my laptop, have this on just for the first like total eclipse. You can see it's very close. I think we're about 15 minutes out totality from Mexico. I don't know why I'm so excited for this. It's literally just a total eclipse. Anywho, I'm going to unmute the telly, watch a bit of this, put Chloe on, have a little chat, and hopefully tonight at some point I'll get a bit of this read. So that's the plan. Then I'll be 4 books down already. This is my 4th book on my official TBR this month already. I'm rambling, I can't remember what I was going to say. 4 books read from my TBR already, so that'll be exciting because it's only the 8th today, so I'm smashing out this TBR. I'm feeling so good about my reading, and I don't know if I told you that, but I've reserved a load of books on my library app. If I have mentioned, then I'm sorry, but I'm hoping to finish out the majority of my TBR by the end of next week. Well, I know I can read 3 books in 2 weeks because it's only Monday, but if I can binge them out really quickly, I have a few audiobooks that are coming in like at the end of April all at the same time, so those will be the ones that I read next. But I also have a few that are on Everand that I want to read. Like last night I finished season 2 of You. I binged it out, stayed up till gone midnight, which is not what I want to do on a Sunday night, but I'm so glad I did because I'm now super excited to pick up You Love Me, which is the 3rd book in the series. Turns out there's 4. I thought there was just 3. I thought it was a trilogy and I was going to complete a series, but there's 4. And I've had a look, and the 2nd book wasn't 2nd person, but the 3rd book is 2nd person again by the looks of things. I had a quick flick through, so I didn't want to read anything. But it looks like it's 2nd person too, so yeah. So yeah, 15 minutes out now, 14 minutes out from totality. So I'm going to leave you there now because I'm going to unmute the telly and I want to hear about this eclipse. And then I'll catch up with you probably later to let you know what reading I did in these sprints. Update. It is now, I don't even know, like nearly 11 o'clock at night. I have not read the one that I want. During those sprints I did a lot of watching the eclipse. I did some Sudoku, which Chloe said that she was doing too at the end of that sprint, I think. I've now got I Could Murder a Podcast's new episode on while I'm going to get ready for bed. I've added 18 more prompts to my TBR jar, so as you can see there's a few colours that might pop up more than the others. Not that they mean anything. That's now been updated. I asked my friend for some prompt ideas, and so I've got some interesting ones in there too. One of the ones he suggested was a weapon on the cover, which would make sense if I read fantasy. Can't say I do. So I don't know, maybe if I read some more historical. I know that the Last Kingdom series, that's like hiding in this corner here, has weapons on the front, but or at least on the spine anyway. Maybe a true crime, not true crime, maybe a crime mystery has like a knife on the front or something. I know the Sherlock ones all have a knife on the cover. Anywho, that's only if that comes up. I'm actually already so excited to film this, but then May is also May the TBR with you. May the TBR be with you readathon, which Becca is hosting, and I do like Star Wars, so I do want to participate, but I haven't figured out how I'm going to incorporate this and TBR, May the TBR be with you game. I haven't got a printer, so I don't know how I'm going to print it off yet, unless I do it with my laptop screen. Like when I did Bookopathon. Oh my god, it's late at night. Bookopathon. But yeah, I did it with Bookopathon where I did my rolls and like held my counter against my laptop screen. So maybe I'll do that again. But I do want to take part in that readathon. But I also want to like incorporate this somehow. So maybe I'll do a crazy TBR. We'll see how many books I read in April. Maybe we can be crazy and do like 5 from each. And maybe I can see if I can overlap them. We'll see. I don't know. But we've got time. It's only got like the 8th of March today. So I don't just say it's the 8th of May. It's the 8th of April. I'm tired. In May, I'm now going to Madrid, so that's going to be quite fun. I'm looking forward to that. Don't think I'll get much reading done while I'm there because I'm going to see a friend. My friend moved there in like September, and she's been asking for me to come out and visit her. Like she came back over Christmas and I saw her, but she keeps nagging me to go out, and so I'm finally going out there. Anywho, tomorrow I am going to start You're the One That I Want, I promise you. I have no plans in the evening. Wednesday, I'm seeing my friend in the evening. Thursday I'm in the office. Then Thursday I'm going to the theatre to see Whodunit. Friday, Saturday, Sunday I'm dog sitting back at my parents'. Also, can I just give this claw clip a shout out, right? I could put my hair up like this 9:30 this morning and I have not had to adjust it since. Like my hair, if you know me, is thick. Like it's thick. And this, like I've never had a claw clip that holds my hair. And this is done the whole day. And it was like £2 in Primark. Oh, I spoke to my mum about it earlier on when she FaceTimed me, and she was like, do you not just want to take it down and like release your hair? And I'm like, no, it's so comfy. This tiny little claw. Oh, my world has been changed. But anyway, I'm gonna leave you there because I am rambling on about stupid stuff like hair clips now. I've just been talking for probably about 10 minutes and I haven't even read anything to give you an update on. On that note, good night. I'm gonna get ready for bed. The weather is so nice out today. If these look funny, it's because they're sat on top of my headphones, not on top of my ears. I'm gonna go out in the garden and start You're the One That I Want and get the rabbit out in the garden because I don't think it's too muddy. So I might as well take the opportunity of while it's sunny. It's just nice. For the first time properly. And I finished work, it's like 5 o'clock. I'm rambling, but let's go outside because this boy loves the garden. But when it's rainy and muddy, I don't let him on the grass. So excuse the like last 2 items and a pair of socks that are drying on my laundry, but when sat in the garden I only managed to read 18 pages. Oh, you're the one that I want. I am enjoying, well, I mean, we're only 18 pages in, not speak too soon. But it's not that I wasn't enjoying it, it's just when he's in the garden, I feel like I have to watch him, and so it's hard to read when it's not like an audiobook. So I'm just reading this, I kept having to like look up to check that I could still see him, especially because he's literally just free in the garden. I don't have like a side gate or anything, so if I wasn't concentrating, he could just run out into the, well, technically run out into the road really. So I feel like I have to watch him, so I find it hard to physically read when I'm in the garden and he's out there with me. It's so nice to watch him though, because he's so happy in the garden. Yeah, so by the sounds of things, it's Maddie and Rob's, well, I don't know if I've even spoken about what this is about, but it follows Maddie. Maddie's about to get married to Rob, but it's always been Rob, Maddie and Ben, and I think Ben has like professed his love to her, but she's marrying Rob, or Robert, Rob, I don't know. And so it opens with the wedding and she's about to marry Rob, and then it kind of jumps back to when they're 9 years old and they meet for the first time, and then I think it just goes through times, like it says 18-year-old, 16 years old. So we'll see. I guess it's just like following their relationship up to that point where Maddie then I guess ultimately chooses to marry Rob or not, I don't know. I am looking forward to reading this, and I was feeling like good summer vibes from it, so that's exactly what we want. But yeah, I just want to give you a very quick update. I keep putting these headphones on and getting really productive. And right, okay, let me just rave about these headphones. They are literally my latest obsession. I got them for £20 on Amazon. They're like Sony wireless. I've never charged them ever in my life. I think I did that like when I got them so that they worked, and but that was in November and I haven't charged them. It's crazy because like it's been what? When's November? Like 4-5 months ago, and I just haven't charged them. And every time you turn it on, it says battery at, and it's at 50% apparently still. So, but yeah, I put them on and I feel so productive. Like I put them on and I was like, do I go for a run? And I thought, Emily, come on, calm yourself. But I've cleaned the house instead. As I think I time-lapsed myself for like 2 seconds, hoovering my bedroom. But I've just done the kitchen. I've emptied the hoover, which needed doing, took the bins out, cleaned the countertops, done the dishwasher, put all the non-dishwasher washing away. I don't know, I'm just in a productive mood now, but I also really want to read this. But I feel like I also need an audiobook on the go for when I'm tidying. Like I have got a banging playlist, like you know when you have a playlist that you are just vibing with now, like 100%. I'm just like this. I feel like I'm like this in every clip because I'm obsessed with the playlist, with the headphones. That's my biggest obsession at the minute. But anyway, I've been rambling, so I'm going to try and read a bit more of this inside. I don't know, maybe I'll sit in the conservatory because it's warmer. I'll stop rambling and I'll catch up with you in a bit. So I've not moved. It is now, I don't know, 7:30, just gone 7:30 in the evening. And I have not read any more of this because I've sat and watched Chloe's live stream. I watched a bit of YouTube, done my Sudoku, and all I want to do is Sudoku right now. Plus I need to cook dinner. I'm about to cook dinner. Basically I just wanted an audiobook because I like my playlist, but I also feel like I need to be productive, and to be productive I need an audiobook. I don't know why I feel like that, but I've just borrowed from Libby because it was like one of the only ones that's like available now on Libby and BorrowBox. I checked them because I'm still on like blocked from what's it called, Scribd. Everand. I decided to pick up the Agathas because it's quite a long one actually. I didn't realise. Oh, about 400 pages. The audiobook's about 11 hours long. I wanted an easy read that I could have on the background, something that I didn't want to annotate because I just wanted it to be like my audiobook, but I'd also wanted an audiobook that would tick something off my TBR. But I'm about to cook dinner. I think I'm going to do bolognese because I've been toying with bolognese for about like 2 days now, and then just done the easy option. So like I had beans on toast and I had nuggets last night, so I feel like tonight is the bolognese night. It's gonna happen. Now I'm craving bolognese and I have mozzarella to use up. But I'm gonna whip out the headphones again. I feel like every clip I filmed has me with these headphones on, so I apologise. I literally am just, it just makes me feel so productive. That's literally it. Yeah, I'll leave you at that. Let's go cook some spaghetti bolognese without spaghetti, just pasta. dark, isn't it? Let's try this side. It's now probably bedtime. I did read a little bit more of You're the One That I Want by Giovanna Fletcher. I got to page 39 and it's kind of flicking between Maddie and Ben. So Maddie's about to marry Rob, but it's only flicking between Maddie and Ben as they grow up, and it's their point of views. And then I also sat and listened to loads of the Agathas. Well, I say loads. I got to page 125 and I'm enjoying it so far. I'm intrigued, but there's a lot of like, you know, when like they're clearly trying to hide something from the reader, if that makes sense. I'm trying to think of an example where it's like every time I look at her I think of last summer when that bad thing happened, and you're like, well, what is the bad thing? But you don't find out for about 100 pages. And like, you know that one of the main characters, Alice, has been on house arrest, but you don't literally find out for ages what the house arrest was for, and it felt kind of underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay. I've sat through it and I literally got hooked by doing Sudokus. That's like my obsession at the minute. I literally, like, I did that time lapse and completely forgot about it. I was just like doing my puzzles, got lost in it. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for bed now, because I don't even know how late it is. I think it's maybe like 11 o'clock at night. Good progress I think today. I don't know how much reading I'll do tomorrow. My friend's coming over when he finishes work at 7:30, and then we're going to watch Allegiant because we've been watching the Divergent movies together as I've been reading the books. And so because I finished Allegiant last week, like last Friday, we're going to watch the Allegiant movie tomorrow, so I'll read between finishing work and him coming. But aside from that, I don't know. But on Thursday I'm going home and I will be at my parents' till Sunday with no real plans apart from dog walking, because I'm dog sitting my parents. So I'll definitely get some solid reading done then, but I don't know when this vlog will go out, maybe Sunday. So yeah, and on that note I'm gonna say good night. Hello, welcome back to my bedroom at my parents' bedroom floor. Anyway, it's been a couple of days, it's now Friday. I'm trying to think what I did to update you over the last couple of days. I'm still reading the Agathas and I haven't picked up You're the One That I Want since I last updated you. I wanted to finish this, what day was it? Wednesday? Yeah, I wanted to finish it Wednesday, but then I had like this migraine from work, and I literally, the second I finished work at like 4:15, I slept. I slept, and then tried to watch Allegiant in the evening with my friend who was coming over, and we got through halfway through it, and I was like, I just can't. My head hurts. So we're halfway through Allegiant. We're gonna watch the rest tomorrow, I think. That's the plan anyway. Then yesterday I was like, I'm gonna finish it today. And then I ended up, it was a very long day for me. I left my house just after 6-ish, 6:30 to get to work, and then went straight from work pretty much into London to see a play which is really, really good. It's called Whodunit Unrehearsed. It's a really interesting concept. Basically it's a fundraising play, so they only do it for like I think 3 weeks, and tickets are a little pricier. It was £70-ish each for where we were sat, and we were up in the Circle. It's a tiny little theatre in London. It's really, really nice there, and basically I think they've done it twice before. I think this was the third time they've done it. Basically each time they have like a murder mystery play. This time it was basically, I think, inspired by Murder on the Orient Express. It was on a train with an avalanche. It was a fun, silly little mystery, and it was good fun. Like I mean I expected it. Like, I knew what was happening, like in terms of the murder, but basically the like plot to it. What makes it special is every show has a different celebrity playing the inspector, so they're a guest every night or every show. We don't know who you get, but they don't know anything about the play. They don't know the lines, they don't know what happens. They just have an earpiece in and they get fed their lines while on stage. And so that was really funny because they obviously had no clue what was going on. At one point they broke into a big group dance number and they had to like adapt. But so many celebrities are doing it and they do it for free. They just do it like to raise money for like not musical theatre. They raise money for the arts, to help fund like school trips and like workshops for younger people. And it was really good fun. And last night we had no idea who we were getting because they keep it as like a surprise. You don't know which celebrity you're gonna get, but some people, like the list is like really extensive. It has people like Daisy Ridley, Benedict Cumberbatch, Harry Hill, Dermot O'Leary. Like the list is really long. Tamsin Greig did it, Catherine Tate did it. We had Al Murray, and actually he was really funny, and obviously because he's a comedian, he just made it funny. Like little things, like when he's in his ear he's being told, and you like poisons, or so, that's just an example. he'd point to someone, and then because he had to just guess who he was talking to, like some other cast member would be like, how dare you look at me like that, and then he's like, yes, you. I don't know, it was funny, and some bits were silly, but it was just a good fun night, and it was quite short, so it wasn't like a long play, but it was really nice, and I do recommend. But it is a bit on the pricier side to see a play, but that is to fundraise, and they normally keep tickets really low as a theatre. It's just for that special occasion, like fundraising play. But anyway, I highly recommend, and I'll definitely go see them next time, but obviously it's like you don't go multiple times to see the same thing. That's my little update. But today I will be finishing this. I have like 40 minutes of the audiobook left. I have, I think, 60-ish pages, so realistically I can finish this very quickly, and then yeah, I'll give you an update. But I want to edit this and upload it for Sunday, so tomorrow will probably be my last little wrap up. But I'm going on a dog walk this evening, and then I'm just dog sitting this weekend. It's just me and the dog apart from tomorrow evening when my friend comes down. Hopefully a lot of reading will be done, but we'll see how things go. I'll give you an update soon. Not gonna lie, I couldn't be bothered to get back on the floor so you can have the double chin angle. And I forgot to mention that yesterday I did actually buy the reappearance of Rachel Price. I just got it in the works, so it's not like got the first edition thing on the cover, but that's fine. It was only like £7. But me and my friend from work, she reads a lot as well, she wanted to go get that, is it called Done and Dusted? That cowboy romance book. She wanted to get that from the works on our lunch break. And so when we were in there, I saw this for like £7.50 maybe, and decided to pick it up because I keep seeing everyone talk about it, and I kind of forgot it came out last week, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I've taken it onto my May TBR. But yeah, I just want to say I did actually buy a book, which is really bad. That's the most expensive book I think I've bought like all year. Oh well, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. I hope so anyway. Everyone seems to really enjoying it, so I'll leave you to it again. Hello, so I'm being very awkward and sitting in my conservatory because I have a friend over, but this video is meant to go up in like 2 hours, so I thought I'd just wrap it up now. I ended up finishing Girl A and giving it 3 stars, not 5 stars. But yeah, I just wanted to wrap up this, I don't know what that was, just wanted to wrap up this vlog and say thank you for watching. Sorry it's been very chaotic, and I think it's probably my worst vlog to date, but thanks for coming along for the ride. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you soon with a brand new video. Bye.